Hey, it's Tara with Reiki on the Run, and I want to talk to you today about waking up and what it feels like to be waking up. I don't want to call them symptoms, it's such a weird thing indicating something's wrong because it's not. Just experiences, things you might be experiencing, and what it feels like to wake up and what is waking up. Waking up to your reality and realizing that it's not exactly what you thought it was. You could call it a spiritual awakening, waking up, mental breakdown, midlife crisis, lots of things you can call it. I call it waking up, and I have a list of a few things that would definitely be happening if you were waking up. And first one is questioning your belief systems. Now, your belief systems can be all sorts of things. Politics, what your stance is on marriage or monogamy, the public school systems, what you believe about any educational system in general, not just public. And it's usually things, belief systems are things, they're just systems of belief, it's just things that you believe over and over again. You've usually been taught them. It's usually dependent on who your parents are, what they believe, or who your caretakers were, or the culture, the area you live. That's going to determine what your belief system is, what part of the country you live in, whatever. And if you start to question those, start to wonder if they're true, if how it really resonates with you, if you start to not believe everything that's been told to you, that is a good sign that you are waking up. The next one is relationship shifts. That's going to happen with, it doesn't have to just be romantic relationships. It can be just normal friendships, work relationships, parent-child relationship, any relationship. We're in a relationship with everyone. But you will notice a shift. People will start to drop off, or people will start to not vibe with you, and you don't have that same connection that you used to. You just don't feel connected to that person anymore. The next one is food changes. Now, this isn't just your basic, as you get older you start to like more vegetables kind of thing, although that is you do start to crave food from the earth more. But in general, foods that you used to like don't sit well with you anymore, whether that's meat, processed foods. I know for a while, I used to eat anything, and I started to get headaches or just an uneasy feeling immediately when I'd eat some things, and it just started not resonating with me anymore. Things that I used to love started tasting like plastic and chemically, and just the food you loved you don't like anymore. Foods you never thought you would like, you're craving, just completely out of whack. So that's a big one, and a huge sign that you are waking up. Not only your mind, but your body is waking up to what's good and what's not for your body. So the next one is crisis, getting thrown into crisis. And not just one thing, but lots of things. Divorce, job change, moves, breakups, illness, huge losses, deaths, all kinds of things. When you're not following who you truly are, if you're not going within, following your joy, and going with what you resonate with most, the universe will knock you on the head. Hey, and it can start with little things, little, hurt your elbow kind of thing. It can turn into full-on disease. All kinds of things will manifest in your life if you're not paying attention and waking up. And so if you seem to be getting it left and right, it could be that you need to wake up and start following your joy and not relying on everything that's going on around you to dictate what actions you take in life and what choices you make. Hopefully that made sense. Next one is increased integrity. When I started waking up, all of a sudden I couldn't lie. I just could not lie. Like, my bosses think it's funny because I will say I can't work Friday because I'm going to go boating, instead of, I can't say I have a doctor's appointment and I don't have a doctor's appointment. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to call in sick to work, whatever. And I can't, nothing that has that service to self kind of vibe to it. It doesn't work for me anymore. And so you might find that you have this inability to cheat anymore, or lie, or, anything, white lies, anything, being bad to yourself. You just notice an uptake of your integrity. And that's a huge sign that you are waking up to real reality and expanding your consciousness. So very exciting. The next one, synchronicities. So you might be experiencing a lot of synchronicities, and that can be in the form of numbers. You might see 1111 a lot, or 222, or 44, or you can see it on the clock, you can see it on license plates, just anywhere you can see random numbers. You might be seeing repetitive numbers. Another one that I see a lot and my boys notice a lot is that we'll be talking about something, and as the same time we're talking about it, we'll hear someone else say something, or on the radio, or something will connect exactly with what we're saying. And it happens all the time. It's happening more and more. Or if a friend is about to text me or send me an email, I'll think of them, right as they're sending it, or before they send it, or just, around the same time, even if you haven't thought of them in a long time. And it's just, these synchronicities, like, wow, just thought of each other at the same time. So neat. So things like that, that is a definite sign that you are waking up. And if you pay attention to those things, it can get quite interesting. Next one, your idea of fun changes. Some things that you used to really love and enjoy can become not very exciting to you. Alcohol especially, that's been a big one for me. It used to be fun to go out and be out with people and drinking, and it doesn't resonate with me anymore. I still do it occasionally. I never make good choices when I do. It never ends up well. It never ends up like horrible, but it never resonates. And that's how it is with things. Things that don't resonate, if they're not resonating when you do them, it's just going to backfire. So it's best to just follow your joy. If something's not resonating with you, just don't do it. If going to the bar is not fun anymore, but you're doing it just to not be alone, learn how to be alone and don't do those things. If it doesn't sound fun, don't do it. Part of following your joy, part of waking up. Okay? The last one is you think you're going crazy, absolutely crazy. You don't think you're going crazy, but you think if you tell someone else, even your best confidant, your best friend, some of the things you've thought or wondered, that they would think you were going crazy. And you just don't want to mention some things to some people. And if you're still watching this, if this is interest to you, if you're resonating with this, if you're feeling it, then you are waking up. And it's a very exciting time. And just know that you can just take a step back and relax. Everything's going to be okay. Waking up is an amazing thing. Your world gets flipped upside down, but it's all for the best. So learn how to be in the now, follow your joy, and it will be a smooth ride. So hopefully this has been helpful. I want to tell you, if anybody hasn't told you today, I love you very, very, very much. Namaste.